everyone, and welcome back to the HCW YouTube channel. My name is Rate Wrestle, and we are here for another Indy Spotlight, and we are joined by the greatest sports coach of all time, Coach Mahon. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm living the best life. I think I answer that the same way every time someone asks me. But yeah, we're here to do Kamikaze Pro Live 41. But you have just showed me, which I think you should get on the screen straight away, a lovely new bit of merch.
So yeah, I've got a lovely bit of merch. New T-shirts just come out, £15.
That's
Great,
not bad at all.
Coach Mahon. If you want to access this online, if you just go onto Instagram, onto Rumble Threads, and then you can access through the link. But if you're at the show, you can buy one at the show. So you might not be like that.
More importantly, to get to meet Coach Mahon as well. So we are here for Kamikaze Pro Live 41, which is going to be at the dojo, which is my favourite venue because it's just the atmosphere in there is fantastic.
Proper.
The first time we were there for the live show, I was in the Coach Mahon section. I didn't mean to be there, but I was there.
Yeah, follow him for that one.
Yeah, it was raucous. But so for anyone that's not used to our reviews, we leave the guest match to second to last. We have the main event, but the second to last match we'll leave to you. So we'll start off with a match that's been announced today, literally about 20 minutes prior to this recording. So we've got Sonny Nos, obviously having a great time, Sonny Nos wrestling-wise at the moment. And he's been announced against, who's gone out my head. It's TJ Sky. He's going to hate me, TJ Sky. He's going to hate me so much. There's a gimmick running. He's against, well, I'm not even allowed to say his name normally, but I've already said it. But yeah, he's against TJ Sky. So for people that are not aware, TJ's been around the country for years, making a name for himself. He re-debuted technically at the Dojo show, the last one out, where he fought against, I believe, as I said, I've got no notes for this, I believe it was Edgar.
Yeah, Edgar Adams.
It was Edgar Adams, wasn't it? And he did come up on the short end of the stick, but, you know, Edgar Adams is absolutely on a tear. How do you think this is going to go?
Well, to be fair, like, Sonny Nos is a great wrestler, great technical wrestler, but with the experience of TJ Sky coming in, like, all credit to TJ on the last show, he come in unexpectedly against Adams down to the last. So I think this could be quite a tough challenge for Sonny Nos, but I've seen quite a bit of resilience lately because the last match Sonny had, he did take some kicks off Shantel, I'll give him.
Yeah, it's not the best person to fight, is it?
I've yet to experience one, but that will happen. But yeah, it'd be a good little fight, to be fair. But if I'm honest with you, I consider experience side of TJ probably getting the upper hand of Sonny.
Yeah, because I think there was a bit more with the Edgar match. Edgar's been on a roll where he's kind of got the momentum kind of side, whereas Sonny, even though he's been having good matches, it's been stop and start. Like he obviously lost against Shantel, but then he beat Kieran McQueen. It's kind of like there's a bit stop and start.
Well, I just want to give a special shout out to Sonny. He's got a great piece of merch.
You're the merch king, aren't you?
Got a great piece of merch.
Oh, we'll get him to send something in to have a look at. So yeah, I would probably agree with you. I can't. It'll be close, but I can't see TJ picking up a second loss, which is a surprise. Me saying that.
But if Sonny does win this match, this would be a huge win, probably like the biggest win of his career so far.
Yeah, because TJ is a vet now at this point in his career. He's still got a lot more to show, but he's obviously one of the he's the most experienced person on this show. So to beat someone like that'll be incredible. So we'll move on to more matches where I had a bit more preparation for. We'll start off with Ronny G. You know Ronny G, surprisingly, versus JC. So a bit of background to this match. Ronnie's last match out won a tag team match with yourself against Luke and Will Stevens. He beat Nate Riley, if you were going singles match-wise, on Live 39. And JC just came out of a non-title defeat to George Lydon. So, in essence, if you look at the stats, Ronny G's on a bit of a roll at the moment.
Yeah, he is on a bit of a roll, and I know him as one of the best my tag partners. He's such bad, but when it comes to getting down in the ring, he will always have stuff, and he's such a great wrestler. Like, he's got so much potential going out there, like in the future and stuff. And yeah, it's just looking bright for him at the moment. But going on to JC as well, like I've got massive respect for JC. But there's one thing that I think might need to tackle a bit more, and probably I think he might need to lay a few harder moves on him, because I've seen JC take some kicks previously off Luke, and he's getting back up. Like, come on, and even George last match, he took some proper hits, and like it took down to his last wire. So I think Ronnie's got need to do some lesson planning, of course, with me and stuff. And then, yeah, obviously, I'm hoping my tag team partner gets on top.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ronnie's been pulling out new moves each show as well. Like I think it was like he pulled out a Claymore kick out of nowhere, which was incredible because I didn't expect it at all. Obviously he's got the rock bottom variant, and he loves the dab.
Oh, he loves the dab. I'm telling you, like could be out and about, and then I'll just look around next minute. He's just going down, like, oh, what are you doing? Someone get on the bus here.
It's not the time of the place.
My card in a shop, like bing. I'm like, okay, come on, man.
But yeah, on your essence of JC, he can take a hitting, but what JC needs, I feel like, he's a big guy, and I feel like he needs to kind of use that a bit more. Because he, on the odd occasion, he can lay in strikes, but he doesn't seem like he does enough where he just pounds someone.
Yeah, it's true. Like he does lay in like a few strikes. It's like he does give a horrible slap to the back of the head as well when he gives it down, and I'm just oh nah. But as I said, I've been doing my lesson planning, scouting on my partner's opponent, and hoping for the best outcome.
Yeah, if I had to pick a winner in this, I probably would go Ronnie, just because the momentum's there. Obviously, tag team momentum doesn't really count, but he's been winning tag team matches with yourself for a singles match. But then his last match out, he beat Nate. He's beat Alex Connors, which we'll discuss with you in a bit longer. So JC is very stop and start, so I feel like Ronnie is going to get the better of this. I feel like you're going to say the same.
Oh, of course, I say the same. Like, there's only going to be one last king standing, and that's Ronny G.
That's. I like how you signed that off. That's good. We'll move on to a match, which is another non-title match for George Lydon, which I do like that aspect now. That it used to be a thing in Kamikaze that anyone that faces the reigning champ of a George, Luke, Shantel, it'd just be a title match. Whereas it sounds weird, but Zack doesn't deserve a title match per se. He deserves to face he deserves to fight someone, but obviously he's not won his matches, so to throw him in an actual title opportunity would make no sense. So Zack lost to Man Like the Reese last out, lost to Alex Connors at the very first show then, and George beat JC, which we've already discussed. How do you think this one's going to
go? I have to disagree. I think Zack deserves a top. Not as much as the next one, because if you look, he's come in, he's been thrown at the deep, and he's had Alex Connors, like the Reese, and now he's got George Lloyd, and like three of the UK's top. And he's in the two of them fights, he's took his opponents for a battle.
Yeah,
like especially for his age as well. He's really strong. He's a strong lad, and I'm telling you, he can move about. Like some of the flips and stuff he does. Very impressive, and he's got a bright future ahead of him, and that's why he's called the future.
Yeah, there's no doubt, like, Zack's really, really good. Like, I'm not taking that away from him. It's just, obviously, he's lost his last two matches, so I can understand why Kamikaze have now kind of decided, like, which have done the last few people, not just George, if I George style match. And I feel like this is a big match for Zack, because he's, like, 100% the underdog in this. Like, when you're facing George Lydon.
Cool.
It doesn't matter who's on that roster. George Lydon's probably going to be the one that looks like to go on top. Maybe against Shantel's probably the only one you'd probably go. Maybe.
Of course. Like the thing I'd say is really fast. He's agile, his shots in, like, but Zack's quite fast as well. So I wonder how the pace of the match is going to go for both of these, because George could just throw out some moves, and both of them are high flyers as well. So I wonder how like the outcome's going to be. But if I'm honest with you, I know George won't be the favourite, but there could be a shock on the cards. Like, this is a match where I've actually been like thinking in my head, what could the outcome possibly be?
Yeah, it would be a big shock for Zack Walker to pick up the win, and This match is a bit weird because it's like George Lloyd and Zack Walker is George Lydon from about 4 years ago. That's the way I look at it. Like how he and now George Lydon's like it's a bit weird situation, even though George is only 20 or whatever. That's what it kind of looks like at that point.
I think what I respect with George as well, like no matter who he doesn't underestimate his opponent. He comes in 100% with his game plan, and he always gets the victory. And that proves why he's the Kamikaze Pro Live title.
Yeah, he doesn't take up people for granted, which a few of the more experienced guys have recently, and that's pulled out the shot victories. George will just beat someone down until he wins.
Yeah.
And that's how you said. That's how he's going to champion. I can't look past George for this match. I'll be honest.
Fair. Like if I have to choose a winner, like in my head, it's George all day. But this is going to be a close one. Like I'm just thinking because how fast Zack is, that could even pull him up into like a little cheeky like roll up or schoolboy. Guard. But then going on to that, let's say Zack did George, would that entitle Zack to a
Yeah, if George loses Zack Walker definitely has a rematch title-wise. Like you can't deny. If you beat the champion, you deserve a title match. Yeah. Like a man you're going to be fighting later on, we'll discuss. We'll move on then to a big match. Luke Douglas versus Shantel Jordan.
Whenever you say that name, I can just feels the pain.
Oh yeah, you didn't face him at the best of times, did you, Luke? Thinking about it when he came off a loss, then he fought you, and then he was angry. So tail of the tape for this. Luke lost in a tag match to yourself, but he beat Sonny Noss in the most recent singles match. Shantel beat Sonny Noss in a most singles match. But the big one about this, a lot of these matches, no one's really faced. It's kind of first time single matches. A lot of these. Whereas this, they faced each other quite a lot, and from my understanding, Shantel's 3-1 up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Luke beat her for the title, and that's the only time he's ever beat her.
Most important time, but both of these can kick as hard as anything.
Yeah.
But Shantel can take her shots, take his shots. Like this is probably going to be like one of the hardest ones to call 50-50 wise. I've been in the ring with Luke Douglas, especially when he's angry. He's a horrible man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's JC. Yeah.
My singles match and faced him in my tag match. The 2 days I woke up after, my body just felt like it had it. Like, I don't know what got into man, bad day in the office or something, but you don't want to fight Luke when he's in one of his moods.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he could be in one of his moods for this match.
And he's so clever. Well, like you guys hit a finisher on him, and he just reads the game that quick, and he switches it around, and he would just hit you with like a big forearm or something, or even catches the kick as we learned.
Mm-hmm. But
then with Shantel, like going off to those matches as well against Will Stevens, superplexed him off the top rope.
Yeah, that's an amazing feat, isn't it?
That's Will Stevens as well.
Size difference incredible.
So Shantel fought a bit of strength behind her, and if she catches Luke with a kick, hopefully she does, cross fingers, a bit of payback. But I'm hoping Shantel does come on top.
Yeah, there's not a bias on this channel, but I disagree. I think there's more to lose. Like Luke obviously wants to kind of like Chantel's like a kryptonite technically. He beat her once for the title, but hasn't really beat her since. And I feel like this will be a bigger win for Luke than it is for Shantel if she picks up the win and goes like 4-1 above him. And I feel like it's a weird turning point for Luke. If he loses, where's he going to go? Whereas if he wins, then he can kind of say, I deserve to fight George. I'd like top of the division again, kind of thing. But it's very hard to call. He said it could just be a flash knockout by Shantel. Luke could super kick out of nowhere.
Either one of them.
Yeah. As the non-biased I am, I'm going to go for Luke.
I'm going to stick with Shantel just because of the grief Luke's given me in these past.
He's that kind of guy, and he's not going to like, because this video is going to be out, we lost on our quiz show, which is getting released tonight, literally as this video. We thought we won, Alex Connors did the scoring, he thought we won, and then our co-host did the actual scoring and we lost. So he's not happy at the moment. So he might take that on Shantel.
Oh, that's a shame for him.
So we're going to move on to a match that is technically going to be the main event, judging by Kamikaze, but I don't class it as like the full main event. We've got the return of the Roulette Rumble. Everyone loves the Roulette Rumble.
Yeah, it is really fun, but you don't know what to expect.
Yep, some would say it's a roulette.
Like, you literally don't know what to expect. Like, you don't know when you're coming in, and you don't know who's going to be there. Like, there could be faces like blast from the past. Like Sean Devine was at the last one, and that just caught everyone off guard. And he was throwing vicious headbutts. And we had superstars like Brandon Jordan, Ryan Parrott. We had to quite a few debuts, including myself and Sonny Noss. Like, and especially if you're having a match on the night as well, you're not going in there as the freshest superstar. So it all depends what number you're in as well. But yeah, while we're there, I am declaring my spot in the Roulette Rumble.
There we go. Unfortunately, you can't declare when you're getting in. Probably first, because that's how life works.
On number one, I'll throw every single person over, except from Ronnie. Like, me and him have got respect. So
until it's one-on-one at the end, someone's got to go over. Unless you both jump, unless you both Bret Hart and let Glide Flip just fall over together.
I'm planning.
That'd be nice for you both. And then, both of you could pin George, and then you're both the champ.
Could work.
That's work. Wrestling. But yeah, as you said, debuts happen. I expect them maybe a debut because Kamikaze loves a good debut to throw in.
And there's quite a few like upcoming talents like coming as well.
Yeah, and there's people like, for example, Blake, who hasn't got a match announced so far, so I'm assuming he will throw his hat into the Rumble. And
with Blake coming in fresh as well, like he's just gonna stand there and laugh at you. I'll probably end up running to the other side of the ring, like.
Yeah, he's not the best person to come in fresh, is he? Someone that loves pain.
Sorry, if you ask me, but
it's hard to predict a Rumble, so I'm going to go with Coach Mahon.
Lovely stuff.
There you go. I'm guessing you're also going to go with yourself and Ronny G.
That's it.
So we'll get on to a match that you have more. Well, we know you're in. So it's the greatest sport coach of all time, Coach Mahon, versus the Inquisitor, Alex Connors. Tail of the tape for this kind of thing. You won your last match out in a tag team match. I believe you only had one singles match on the at the moment, have you? It was against Luke.
That was against Luke Douglas.
Yeah, so you obviously lost while he was that's the end, but it's one show, you can't really judge upon that. And Alex Connors beat Blake, who we've just mentioned, and he's on a bit of a roll with the 2.0 guys when it comes to live shows.
Yeah, like I was looking and I was doing my research and I was doing my planning, of course, and then I was like, hang on, I think he's like 6 or 7 in a row with 2.0, but the only one he actually ain't beat is Ronny G. So with Ronny G beating him, I've been meeting up, as I say, we're going through some tactics and stuff, because I do clock with Connors, he's very crafty. Like, he'll get the win however he wants, whether that's faking an injury, cheating. So I'm not going to give him a minute to breathe. As soon as that match got announced, I've never been pumped up more than ever, because I know he's one of the UK's top wrestlers. And as soon as I see myself there, I'm like, right, this is time now for me to make a name for myself. Like, everyone's saying it's got to be an upset of a win. But with the mentality I've got going in like this fight, there's no reason why I'm out with it.
Yeah, fighting someone like Alex is all about being tactical. And, being the greatest sports coach of all time, I'm assuming you've got great tactics. Alex would like me to point out, he beat Ronny G on the live show, but Ronny G beat him on a main roster dark kind of match, I believe. I think it was classed as a dark match. It might have been the first match on the card. But he would like me to let you know that, because I can imagine him messaging me straight after this comes out.
Yeah, but I just want to put out a request to Alex Connors as well, because could we please have this match for the real Pro Live Kamikaze Championship?
I'm glad you're on board with this, that he is the real Pro Live Kamikaze Champion.
I've said this to him plenty of times, but I keep saying to him, where's he belt? It's lost. Oh. I don't know what he's playing at. Like, he remembers his mask, but the belt... That's an important thing to come out with.
Yeah, we all know who really stole that belt. Carl out. Anyway, but yeah, so it's this match. Obviously, I'm assuming you're going to go for yourself in this match, because that's a very bad mentality if you don't.
I'm not going to do the commentator's curse. I'm not going to say that I'm going to go for myself, but I'm definitely not choosing Connors. But I'm just going to go in with the game plan that I've got.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, Alex Connors is such a great wrestler, and he just drops some lethal moves as well. Like, and I've just got to prepare myself. So if he catches me off guard, I've just got to prepare. That's the best way.
It's worked out well for people as well. Obviously, they've still lost to Alex, but if you prepare for him, for example, Alex was hitting that shotgun drop kick in the ropes continuously on people. Zack completely moved out of the way, and he blew him off guard so much. So someone you like yourself, probably, it could be Alex's kryptonite. Obviously, I can't really, with Alex, because of his record on the live show, it's going to be hard to look past Alex, even though you're sitting in front of me right now. But I wouldn't say it'll be a massive upset if you did beat him. That's honestly, judging by how I said kryptonite-wise, that tactically, if you can get him, Alex might suffer.
Off my last match, even though my last couple have been tags, we're planning like situations, and we've got through to the end.
Yeah, like
it was like I read Luke Douglas like a book. I know that kick's coming, so I thought if I move, he's going to hit Will, and there we go. And if I can see Connor's coming with a few moves as well, could be the same thing coming.
Yeah, and all you need to do is Alex has a short fuse, so if you wind him up slightly, he can throw him off completely. There's a style of the type.
I would never wind him up. I'd never.
Cue to a picture of Coach Mahon slapping him. But yeah, we will get on to we class the big match of this show. We've got Zero to Hero, which is Maximus Okoro, the returning Maximus Okoro, which he looks great, by the way, just throwing it out there from his return. We've got Edgar Adams, and we've got Nate Riley.
What a trio.
What a trio of people. Zero to Hero, they've never explained the name, but I'm guessing it means they weren't known and now they're heroes, I'm guessing. That's...
Well, to be honest, like, if you're going off all of them individually, you got Edgar Adams, Speed Demon. He's just unbelievable. Like, what year? 2023 at Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Was unreal. And it's the same to Nate Riley. Like, Nate Riley, some of the movesets he can hit and stuff, and like how high he can spring into the air is unbelievable. But then bouncing off all of that, Maximus's record coming in fresh as well. And putting them three together, 2.0 as well. Proving that the 2.0 lads are just ready to kick ass.
Yeah, and especially they have fought together once and they won. So it's like they have got a win beyond the backs. It's not just a team that's been thrown together.
And they've got experience tagging together as well.
Yeah. And then they're going to be fighting a new group that's been randomly behind the scenes working together, it seems.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you like this video? There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me. Damn fuckers.
Reference to this, there was the main event ended, and then out of nowhere, an injured who wasn't there, Kieran McQueen, came out and absolutely assaulted Nate Riley. And then Will Stevens came out with a chair. I think he was on commentary, and then obviously Maximus Okoro came out to save. House of Heritage, obviously the opposite of 2.0, all main first round guys.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of experience there from all three of them. But they've got experience tagging. They know each other mainly. Kieran McQueen is the kind of the link between both.
Yeah, so like what you say, like quite a bit of experience there, like with Queen. Match day, like I've been seeing him lately. He's been getting a few red cards on the pitch. He's looking a bit more angry.
Breakdown, Kieran McQueen. That's what I've been calling him.
He used to be a lovely guy, but now just all of a sudden turned mean and stuff. Like he just walks past me when I go to say, like, brushes my shoulder. What are you doing? Just ignores me. And like Samuel Hughes as well. Like he's just such a wind up.
Yeah, he went wow. Sam Hughes, the origin story, I always accept that I started that origin story where I told him, one of you's got it was him against Hassan Ali. I said, you're both good guys, one of you got to cheat, and then obviously kicked him in the dick. So,
But that's what I mean. Like a couple of matches I've seen Sam, he's either used a cane or kind of cheat as well. And I'm the hottest. Like, come on, man. Like, just do things proper around here. But then going on to Will Stevens as well. Like, this is where I've got to give credit due. Like, that man can hit hard. But I'm telling you, he is such a great wrestler when it comes to submissions as well.
Yeah,
like,
he's been pulling them out the bag, hasn't he, recently?
Submissions is just unreal, I have to say, because when I'm against him, I've been tied up in all sorts of like positions in my life, but not quite the ones Will Stevens put me in. And then, what's all of these? And he does know how to inflict pain on the human body.
Yeah, and he's been coming close. Like the trouble with Will Stevens recent times is that he was losing matches, but he weren't really coming close to them. Whereas now he's getting closer.
Like work rate and stuff. He's quite underrated. A few people on the roster, and I would hate to say that because him giving me some punishment, I can't stand the guy.
Yeah,
but like credit's deserved when it's true. So I give. But then coming across to like Kieran McQueen and stuff, like it wouldn't surprise me if he tries this match or something.
Yeah, this match is going to be a very good match. As I said, to give people a bit of outline, Kieran McQueen's kind of like the person that's brought these two together. Kieran's tagged with Will Stevens a lot outside of Kamikaze. Kieran's tagged with Samuel Hughes in a faction years ago called Heroes Next Door, Friends Next Door. I think it was Heroes Next Door. I think Friends Next Door is an actual codename. Kids Next Door. That's what I was thinking of. That Cartoon Network show. That's what came in my head. So there's kind of a link between them all. So this one is very much. It sounds weird because they've only just got together, but this match is a make or break match for me in my head straight away of House of Heritage. Because if they attack 0-0 technically, and then lose the first time they're out, it's kind of not a great sign for them.
No, see, I'm gonna have to go with 0-0. All of them on my board at the end of the day, and more than anything, I know what they're capable of. They've teamed together. They've knocked off. I believe it was Connors, Grayson, and Sam. And Sam.
It was Sam. Yes, it was Sam. Yeah.
So I'm actually going against them 3 in attack, which I think House of Heritage will end up winding themselves up, get too angry. Why 0-0? We'll just play that game clever and see them off.
Yeah, I could see it easily being a disqualification. I could see them just deciding, you know what, and just absolutely laying waste to people with chairs again. I'm going to go with House's Heritage just because I feel like it's the new kind of group factor that a lot of teams, when they come together for the first time, they win. And that's my only mentality of thinking about it.
But I know about that feeling as well, so I can understand what you're
saying. There you go.
So I'm hoping these 6 men really absolute beef each other. So coming into the Rumble, they'll just want to lay into each other, maybe not me and stuff. So
and hopefully you come in last, so they're already absolutely knackered, and then you just wheel them all out, except Ronnie. But yeah, so that's the preview of the Kamikaze Pro live show. Tickets are still on sale. Cheap as anything, the tickets as usual as well.
Yeah, and buy tickets on the door as well. Yeah. And it's the great atmosphere in the dojo, like.
Yeah. And the drinks flow. That's the more important thing.
Cheap drinks as well.
Yeah.
Not ask for more. Friday night, few drinks, dig for it. You know what I mean? Bash.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Like from other essence of wrestling, when you go places like the Mill and a Carlsberg, £6. You know, when you get to the dojo and a Carlsberg's like £2.50, it's mwah. But yeah, so as usual, like and subscribe. Coach's stuff will be in the description. That's the word I'm going for. So like and follow him there. We'll put his booking address, so any bookers, that'll be up on there as well. Is there any final words you want to give to Mr. Alex Connors?
Yeah, there is quite a few final words I'd like to give to him. I'd just like to say, I'll keep it quiet because you know what? I don't want to let too much get out and give him that ammunition. So, Alex Connors, I only got a few words here, and that is class dismissed.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, yeah.